Good morning. I'm Case Shear, bringing you the 2023-2024 Student of the Month recap video. If you are unfamiliar with the Student of the Month program, this is an in-school achievement rewarded by nominations of our very own CAHS teachers. Each month since the month of September of 2023, 2 students have been selected to be the Students of the Month. I must mention again, all students selected have been nominated by 1 or more teachers and have further been chosen throughout the selection process, making this achievement one to be proud of. With that being explained, let's now talk to the teachers and see why they feel their student is well deserving of the Student of the Month award.
I chose Jonathan Mariotti to be Student of the Month. He is the definition of Falcon Pride. He does so much for our school that I believe goes unnoticed because there's so much behind the scenes with news that he facilitates. He's basically became the glue to Falcon Productions with the rest of the seniors. Could not do it without him and the other seniors. I'm saying that so Case Shear does not feel bad and Josh doesn't feel bad and Spencer, nah, just kidding. He puts in a lot of time inside and outside of school. Anything that he commits to, he fully commits to it. He juggles a lot between his extracurricular involvement and his academics and his work outside of school. Wherever he goes in life, he is going to succeed, and he's done everything here with such a positive attitude that will definitely leave a lasting impression with the future of Falcon Productions and the future of Connellsville High School.
In September, I nominated Jacob Weaver as the Student of the Month, and this was based off of an experience that I had with Jacob up at the middle school. The middle school had asked us to help with the bullying program that they were having up there. So we took probably about 40 of our National Honor Society students and we went up. They had been doing it for several hours, and I went up just to see if everything was working out okay. And the first group that I went to was Jacob's group, and he was just amazing. His interaction with the students, he was so comfortable, not just with the games that they were doing, but actually discussing bullying and how they should respond to it, and if a friend was being bullied, and ways that they could help their friend if they were being bullied. He was so comfortable in his elements, and honestly it was just a great feeling to see one of our students do such a good job, and that's why I recommended Jacob Weaver.
I chose Fiona Porter for Student of the Month because she is very friendly. She accepts everyone for who they are. She's very articulate, gets along with anyone and everyone. She's very smart. She's very talented in art. Her pumpkin won the art contest. She was featured at the art show as well. And she got involved this year. She went to the Cinderella. She went on 2 different field trips, my gaming club field trip to Dave & Buster's. She's my vice president of the gaming club now, and she will be president next year. She's also participating in the driving program this summer, so she's become very involved this year, and I see great things happening for her in the future. I'm sure she'll be successful.
I nominated Anna because this is my first year in the life skills class, and she comes in every morning with a big smile on her face and tells me good morning, and she makes every day cheerful in here, and I feel like she does that for everyone that she sees. She's very friendly, she's very kind, and she tries really, really hard. So I just felt like she was a good example for Student of the Month.
Maggie is a great student. She's always friendly. She's always willing to help her peers if they need anything. She works so hard all the time. She has great attendance. She comes in with a smile on her face every day. And she's just, pleasant and fun to be around. I know she works super hard in JROTC too, because I see, her accolades there. She's just a great student, so I thought that she deserves some recognition.
Tess is a delight from the time I see her coming down the hallway. She's usually the last one down to that class every day. She has a little bit of a trip to get to me, but she's always got a smile on her face and saying hi, and just nice seeing her coming. In class, she does absolutely every assignment I ever ask in a really timely fashion, and her tests and quiz grades are spot on. Hands down, the best student in her class this year.
Chloe's a great student. She's always very enthusiastic in class and willing to participate. She's very kind to her peers and to the teachers, and just an all-around great person. She's worked very hard this year, so Ms. Pletcher and I really thought that she deserved to be a Student of the Month.
No, Bailey was nominated because she's one of the up-and-coming leaders in the program, so we saw that right up front. She actually just got elected or nominated to be the battalion commander for next year, so she's going to lead the battalion. She's the sergeant major in charge of our color guards and all the, we say the enlisted cadets in the program, but all the cadets in the program, so she's like a mother hen, so to speak.
I chose Mon Kelly to be Student of the Month because he is such a kind, compassionate, caring, and hardworking young man who I believe does not give himself enough credit. He puts 100% effort into everything he does. He does things without even being asked or told or reminded. He just comes in here and he's on autopilot, and he does things, again, with such humbleness. And I've also witnessed him just be such a good person to people who feel like or appear to be being left out. He just exemplifies caringness and compassion towards other people, and I think it's a great example to underclassmen on just how to be a good person, how to be a good human. I think that with those characteristics, Mont has what it takes to succeed in life, to just be a good person to people and show people what it's like to be caring and hardworking and humble.
Casey excelled from the day we met him. He's one of the senior cadets in the program, and then monitoring him, watching him not just in JRTC, but how he leads in the swim team, and actually to the point where he actually broke 2 school records. So it's just common sense to put that individual up forward.
Lonzy. Voted him for Student of the Month for everything that he does throughout the day. He is a student that will help other students, will help teachers, will help anyone do anything if you ask him. And if you don't ask him, he always asks if you need help, whether it's in health class, phys ed class, it's in Mr. Anderson's Fab Lab class. He knows how to do everything on there. So if you need anything done, t-shirts, stickers, any type of Fab Lab related project, he's there helping someone. He helped out this year with the making of the t-shirt for the Mustache Club. And that was a great fundraiser that he designed and helped put together. And with Mr. McLean at the middle school, he sent everything to him, and Mr. McLean made a great t-shirt from Lonzy's design. So he's just one of the kids that you could put 20 of those kids in a class, you'd have a fun class with everyone learning, everyone participating, everyone having a good time. So.
Matt, he's an awesome student. He's great at balancing athletics and academics. Not only that, he's kind to the other students in my class, helps them out with their work, and he has a great sense of humor. He's killing it in my chemistry class and in life. That's why he was nominated.
I nominated Austin Basinger for Student of the Month for numerous reasons. First of all, he is a very kind-hearted kid. He is respectful. He comes to school. He works very, very hard. at all of his grades. But the main reason was I had him 4 years ago, the year we came back after COVID. I had him in a coding class. He very seldom came to school. He failed all of his classes. And the next year he came back with such a strong attitude, challenged himself, picked up AP classes, took challenging courses, and he has carried for the past 3 years a 4.0 plus. And he just never gives up. He's one of my banking interns, and the bank ladies just love him. He's just such a kind-hearted, well-deserving young man. I think he's overlooked sometimes. And yeah, but the main reason was that just like 180-degree turnaround from that COVID year. And he will admit it right to your face. He will say, I tried to do, I didn't even try. I had no desire. I just came to school. I didn't come to school. I did what I wanted, and he realized life is more important, and he turned himself around, and I love it. He's a good worker.
I chose Dalton because he stands out among students not only in his class period, but throughout the day. His class is definitely a tough one. It's a challenge. It's the class I end the day with, and it's a challenge. But Dalton just shines every time. He does really well on all these quizzes and tests and things like that. Always turns everything in. He's a model student. But aside from that, he's just a really nice kid. He comes in and greets me on the way in. On the way out, he holds the door for everybody as we leave the classroom. Just talks to me on the way down the hallway. He's very personable. Kind of fun to talk to. Kind of tells me about his life, asks me about my week and my weekend and how the day is going and things like that. So it's, especially in that challenge of a class he's in, even with the distractions around him, he concentrates and does what he does. So he's a good kid.
Tegan is just an all-around great student and human. She just, when she's around, she's such a positive energy. She seems to always want to do the right thing and be a good person. And I'm just so proud of her. Whenever I approached her about doing Falcon Fuel, she didn't hesitate, and she just dove in feet first, so to speak. And she just does a phenomenal job in everything that she does.
But I wrote something, and I don't want to leave anything out. Is it okay? I hate to read from a script, but Abigail is a member of JROTC. She is extremely mature and helpful. She recently applied for Global Scholarship and volunteered to help us set up for the Art and Cultural Festival as part of her service. She is an attentive, respectful, and extremely compassionate young lady who wants to serve others and her community. She has overcome some bullying with grace and remains steadfast in her faith and morals. She wants to be a school counselor and help other young people. She embodies what it means to be an upstanding citizen as a young, soon-to-be adult, and sacrifices a lot of her time to her academics and to her organizations. She has such a calming personality and stands up for justice and what is right, even when her peers do not do so or do not appreciate her as a humble leader. She continues to remain true to herself and her beliefs and has overcome many obstacles with grace and resiliency. And I love her courage and her faith and stalwart motivation for everything that she does. I am truly inspired by her. So congratulations, Abigail.
Faith is really not just one of the most talented students that I've had, but she's also reliable, she's responsible, and she is consistently just one of the most respectful and pleasant students to be around. She's always putting 100% into everything she does, and just is somebody you can always count on anytime there's anything that needs done or we need help with anything. She's one of the first ones to volunteer and just somebody that, like I said, is very dependable and just consistently through the entire time that I've known her, she's always been that way and has always just been really on top of things.
Okay, Lillian is one of my most helpful students as well. Anytime she sees that I need help with cleaning brushes or anything, she says, Ms. Warnock, may I help you? And she's always the first to jump in and try to help. When our life skills students would come up to paint or whatnot, she would help and she would get their paints for them and help them clean up. And she was just so patient, so good with them. And I think she'd be a really good teacher someday if she chose that profession. And she's just very sweet. I got to spend the day yesterday on the field trip, and she's just so well-spoken around adults and very polite, and she just has an old soul, and she's the best. I have a lot of kids. It's hard to choose, but these are some of my I can't say favorites. Semi-favorites. You're all my favorites. I love you.
Kyle, why should Anna be student of the month?
May.
May.
I don't make bloopers. I don't make mistakes. You know what I mean? Just because he said our school pizza doesn't taste any good doesn't mean anything. It was fantastic.
I like holding a mic, but I don't know if I actually want to hold it for this. I feel like I need to do something with my hands.
I wouldn't know, but if you were someone like myself, or we're talking about Lonzy here, someone like us, with the way we are in shape, we don't eat food like that on a daily basis.
I know. I'm looking at Chloe. I'm thinking. Chill. I'm thinking.
She has to get her time in. We couldn't just have Mr. Renzi has his time. She had to come in and take my airtime.
I would not believe it.
Breathe the same air that I'm breathing, my space.
Well, you know what? It's nice of you to show up.
You know how ridiculous I'm gonna look?
Every time you mess up, you're getting
Oh, right in the face. Okay. Stop it.
You're supposed to meet Mr. Renzi. Thank
I did
you.
it for Lonzy. I did it for. Wait a second.
Here comes another one.
Okay. I'm just rolling with it. Okay. All right.
Why did you choose?
Shut up.
I need one of these. Falcon Productions and the future of Connellsville High School. Cue interruption.
Mark my words, I will never be athletic director. End of story, ever.